In a sexual abuse case, there is a presumption of guilt. But does the alleged victim have any reason to fabricate? Housing is a really big one that can motivate somebody to go forward on this type of charge. The Violence Against Women Act allows survivors of domestic violence, dating violence, sexual assault, or stalking to request an emergency transfer and covered housing program.
Could that be what's going on, you guys? And I'm not saying for all women, because I'm sure there's all different kind of reasons why this happens. But could that be one of the reasons this is happening? So let's say a woman actually accuses a man of DV, okay? She's in a place like New York or LA, somewhere like that. Now, because she's on record that she actually has experienced this, now she gets access to free housing? Can we do like a study to figure out if there's some type of correlation?
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through.
What's going on, people? This is your boy Say One's History, and you are watching The Male's Perspective. Please make sure that you like, subscribe. Please do your boy a solid and subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you're updated for all cool new content that's coming out. Look, the subject that we're going to be talking about today is a very touchy one. YouTube in particular does not like some of the words that we're actually going to be talking about today. So we're going to tiptoe very quietly on this one here. Now, what are we going to be talking about? Well, that word today is going to be, well, let's just say it rhymes with the word rape. And if you don't know what that means, then I'm sorry, I don't know what else to tell you. Now, this is not for those women who have experienced this issue. And I take that true to heart when I'm actually speaking in regards to this particular topic. We are speaking in regards to the women who have false allegations put against men, and men truly are in a situation where they don't know what to do. I mean, they truly feel if they come out and say something, it's gonna make it look like, you know, they're just lying. If they actually don't say anything, it's also like an admission of guilt too. So men truly don't know what to do in this situation. And ladies, there are more men that are experiencing this than you know. It is really an epidemic, and a lot of men just choose not to say anything in fear that their name might actually be smeared or tattered, and they have literally done nothing. So with that being said, let's get into these videos here that we're going to review. And I'm gonna just let you guys know right now, trigger warning in advance. But let's get to it, you guys. Let's go.
Said that somebody tried to harm you.
Can I get a white officer over here, please?
Ma'am?
Yes. Can I get a white officer over here?
You can call Officer Brooks.
No, I need a white officer.
She's asking for a white officer, ma'am.
You got a 911 call?
Yeah, we were trying to answer the phone, but we're not able to. We have a guest in 217 that you guys brought in earlier. She's just making
She's in 217?
Yes. And she's saying that someone was trying to, but the customer barely was checking in when she was blaming that he was trying to her.
Okay. And he was just coming in? Okay.
I was checking him in at that moment, and she said he was in his room trying to her. See how people make that stuff and then people get in trouble?
Yes, ma'am. All right. Thank you. Wyoming Police. Hello.
Hey.
Who's called?
Did you call 911?
No, I did not.
Yeah.
No, I called 911 on the person that was like trying to breaking in my place.
Breaking into your place?
Yeah, not me.
Is there anybody here with you?
No one in here?
Yeah.
Okay. How long you been in this room?
Since yesterday.
Since yesterday?
I don't know why am I being investigated?
No, we're asking questions. You called us, right? So we have to do our job and ask questions.
He's the one that came in
Okay,
here.
okay, give me a description. I'm trying to get a rundown of what all happened,
He
how
was
this
probably
occurred.
like 6 foot, probably like 6'5", Right.
Okay, 6'5".
I can't describe him because, you know, you are the way you are, and I am.
I'm the way
What?
I'm not understanding.
I can't describe him.
Whoa. Okay. First off, she's clearly on some type of drugs or something. You can tell she's on some kind of drugs. Okay. That's first. Okay. She can't even hold a conversation with this police officer. Secondly, she has some kind of underlying racism. It sounds like the police officer's black. The guy she is accusing is black as well too. So she already feels like she's at a deficit because she's talking to a black police officer and then she's accusing a black man. So she's feeling some kind of way about that. You know, and this is just all types of triggers for me. All types of triggers for me, you guys. Oh, you know what? Let's keep playing the video. I'm gonna give the rest of my content or my comments until after the whole video. But let's go.
Can't you describe him? Just describe him.
I can't be like, he's white.
Yes, you can. That's called describing somebody that attacked you.
Okay, well, he was of color.
Okay.
He was a taller dude.
Okay. When you say he was of color, what are you saying? Is he okay? There's race.
I know
so is it white, black, Hispanic? Don't touch me, man. Is it white, black, Hispanic?
I'm not.
I'm asking questions.
I don't know if. I don't know what the proper terms are.
You don't know whether somebody is white, black,
He was a little bit darker than me, okay?
Okay.
But he came into my room, started drinking my dang tequila.
So he drunk your tequila?
Yes.
Okay. So he ran into your house, drank your
But
tequila.
I also saw him earlier today.
You saw him earlier today?
Yes.
And what was that?
In the elevator.
You saw him in the elevator?
Yes.
Okay. Did he have, what color was?
So look, it's about to end right here, but I just want to say, these are the situations that men walk into, and men have to be very careful. He doesn't even know this lady whatsoever. How do I know that? Because the Asian lady at the front of the counter actually said she just was checking that particular man in. And this is the reason why people get accused and have false allegations put against them. Now, if that woman was not there to check that black man in and to let the police officer know that he was even nowhere near this woman when this situation supposedly happened, they probably would have went straight after the black guy. And I'm not saying this because he's black. It's a situation where it's a man situation. It's a gender situation more than anything. And men these days, the majority of men are so terrified that they're going to have false allegations put on them that we don't even talk to you women. We don't deal with you guys. If we don't have to, we are not talking to you. So this is crazy. I thought we'd get started with this one at first. Let's go ahead and jump onto the next one here. It's not going to get any better from here, you guys. I'm going to let you know right now, but let's go.
How can I help you? I'm videotaping this because this is some bullshit. You don't mind. Hello, sir. My name is Ulysses Butch Slaughter.
Yes, sir.
And you are?
Trooper Orgish.
All right. Everybody got that because I'm going to share this shit. And you are?
Trooper DeSalvatore.
I like these guys.
Yes, sir. Sir, do you get a license on you?
I do.
Thank you.
Asking me for my license. All right. We're back. It's me. We're back.
All right. So this is a PFA, right?
Right.
So you're with, now who's that to you?
She's my wife.
Good deal. All right, so here's the deal. She's serving a PFA against you.
What is that?
Protection from abuse.
Everybody heard that? Okay.
That's why, sir. This is everything to do with you and her, not so much yourself and I. Right? But I'm explaining to you.
I hear that. I just can't believe that my wife is serving me with a protection for what?
For protection from abuse. This is for you. This is your copy. Yep.
What does that mean?
It's sad too that these police officers have to come out there and serve these papers to these people, because it's sad, because police officers are not dumb. They know what's going on, but they have a job to do. So even though they may know that this woman is playing games, or they can kind of get a feel for what's going on, they still have to be professional and they still have to do their job. But I'm sure when they get back into their patrol car, when they get back to their police station, they're talking about these conversations. They're having conversations, and they know, what's going on, with these men who are experiencing these issues. And they're probably just as terrified too, because they deal with it on a daily basis. But let's go.
A protection from abuse.
There was something going on between you two
Yes.
that she didn't like, all right? So she filed a protection from abuse order against you, all right?
Everybody got that?
Everything's listed on here, sir.
Do I have to leave?
You will, yeah.
I'm
I'm just taking the time to sort of explain this to you, all right?
All right.
Giving you that courtesy. All right, so if you want to open that up, that packet, sir.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to go back and look at this video, but it's something that I have to do. I'm committed to justice in my situation. I'm showing this because I hope that it will help other people. I hope that it will encourage other people to fight for what they believe in. Children are involved, and children have been hurt, and children need to know the truth. I hear some of you saying that there are two sides to every story. There are a lot of sides to a story, and all it takes is one liar to try to disrupt everybody telling the truth. And you're going to hear from other people in this situation. You're going to hear from other people. You're going to hear from my friends. You're going to hear from my family about this situation, because everybody knows that this was a major disruption, a major deception, a major betrayal. And it was clearly planned. No, it didn't come out of nowhere for the person who was planning it. It came out of nowhere for the people who fell victim, momentary victim to this situation. I want to thank the two young men, the two PA state troopers who came out and were doing their job. And I hate to say just doing their job. They should not be put in that situation. I'm looking for legal people. I'm looking for lawyers who deal with false accusations and false allegations. I'm looking for people who can explain this thing that is called the silver bullet. This was an attempt to shut my life down with a false allegation. I've got all of...
Now, I want to actually express to you guys how common this is, because I've actually seen this happen with not only one of my close relatives, but two of my close relatives. One time with my brother, where he was actually trying to get custody of my niece, and her mom kept calling the police on my brother, saying that she was getting beat by him, saying that he had guns, and the police would actually literally come over with guns drawn, telling him, to come out with the gun down or whatever. It was crazy. And then I've had my cousin in situations like this where I've actually had to go over to the house because she was hitting on him. He literally has blood all over his face, all over his shirt, coming from him, not her, because he's trying not to hurt her, and he still goes to jail. So, ladies, I'm just saying, it from a man's perspective, it sounds disingenuous when women are saying that this doesn't happen to men, because I've experienced it twice with two of my close relatives. So I'm pretty sure other men have seen these things happen. It's just reported as domestic violence. It's all in that one big pool. And I bet you if we dig in deep into that one pool, you would start to see that it's a lot more even than you guys thought it initially was. But let's keep going. Let's get on to the next one.
False accusations are a real thing, and women lie about that all the time to get sympathy and garner some type of attention to themselves because they regret. Here's the thing, we live in a crazy ass world where girls can come by and say, me too, me too, me too, with zero facts, zero evidence. Right now, they got one of my good friends in jail over some allegations that aren't true, that are false. Andrew Tate, in prison right now with WhatsApp messages showing that the girls lied, with video surveillance evidence that shows that the girls lied. All this evidence, but we believe women all the time.
Yep.
Yo, and this one is even crazier to me because they already had the proof. They already had the evidence of the videos, the audio, and stuff like that. I remember that stuff coming out very in the very beginning, and it still didn't matter. But just recently, we had more proof come out that was like really undeniable. That not only that the girls had came out and said that, you know, they were essentially lying on Andrew Tate, but it also came out that somehow governments were involved too. And I know that sounds real conspiratorial, but there's definitely, you know, evidence behind this. So if you're interested, check it out. I thought it was wild too, but hey, you know, I don't know if there's a conspiracy going on like that. It may just be particularly to get him. I don't know, but check that out if you're interested. With that being said, let's get on to the next one.
I was falsely accused of sexual assault, thrown in prison, bailed out on $250,000 bail with no criminal record. I hired a private detective. We learned that this person had done it many times in other states. They drugged me in the bar on camera, multiple eyewitnesses.
Did the person in question go to prison after?
They had zero interest in prosecuting a girl who made the story up, never showed up to court again. I had to fight for 11 months, and then when I was able to prove it with video evidence, they just dismissed me.
There are so many girls that do go through that, and to like, you know, falsely accuse someone that they didn't do it, and then nothing happens to them. I think that's like ridiculous.
Well, the problem is the women that do the false accusing, they really hurt the girls that really were hurt. I'm not going to let one evil person, when there's 100 great people and one bad person, I'm not going to let that person ruin my outlook.
So this is really sad, and it goes back to the two situations that I was telling you about, because in my cousin's situation, I think his ex-girlfriend actually came and, you know, felt guilty, and I think she told the police that he did not touch her, and they ended up just dropping the case. Same thing with this particular man, but in this case, he actually had to pay for a private detective to actually go and get this information, to show the footage of her actually drugging him in the bar, to show that she's done this to multiple men, previous different occasions and in different states. So not only is he paying for it, she actually got no time whatsoever. You heard what he said. They were not interested in doing anything to the girl that was filing the false accusations against him. And this just got put in that bucket that I was telling you guys earlier about the domestic violence that supposedly goes against men. So think about it. All these things, all these cases that are actually coming in showing DV, domestic violence, all this stuff is coming in on the accusations of men. How many of those are real? It reminds me of a skit that Dave Chappelle was doing. I think it was a stand-up comedy show.
Open and shut case, Johnson. I saw this once before when I was a rookie. Apparently this nigger broke in and hung up pictures of his family everywhere. Let's sprinkle some crack on him and get out of here.
A lot of people thought that this wasn't going on, and it was. And it's the same situation with these accusations. A lot of people have no clue, and the sad thing about it is they don't give a damn.
To talk to somebody in production about something that's just happened that's made me feel really uncomfortable. He actually punched me like a boxer would punch a back.
I've got a little towel that I'm going to use.
Oh! Woman beater.
Go on, what?
Bloody hell.
Did it, sorry.
I was going to ask if you want your washing on, but I might shrink him instead.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. If that's what she's talking about, that is sad. Let me go back. And not only am I going to go back, I'm going to see if I can zoom it more so you guys can see the situation that she's talking about. So I'm going to play it from here. Let's see.
Like a boxer would punch a back.
I've got a little towel that I'm going to use.
Oh! Woman beater.
Go on, what?
Bloody hell.
Did it, sorry.
I was going to ask if you want your washing on, but I might shrink him.
He didn't even touch her. He didn't even touch her.
A court heard the devastating impact it had on the victims' lives. One spent more than 2 months in jail on remand. Her lies went viral on Facebook, provoking a huge rise in racial tension in her hometown of Barrow-in-Furness, and even started a global campaign. Well, today she was jailed for 8.5 years for perverting the course of justice.
It was literally her word against his. If he did not have the videotape, how do you think this would have went? How do you think this would have played out? Do you think she would be in jail still? Or do you think he would be in jail? Honest question. How do you think this would have went? She is bawling her eyes out. On the other hand, you got the man bawling his eyes out too. One is telling the truth, one is telling the lie.
Tonight I spoke with the attorney who represents the man who was accused of attempted kidnapping in this grocery store parking lot. That attorney tells me that woman's story never added up and that the update in this case is better late than never. 41-year-old Daniel Pearson is home with his family tonight, out of jail after the Bucks County DA says he was wrongly accused of attempted and kidnapping. This is the woman who accused him of those crimes, 20-year-old Angela Yurimova. Police in Middletown Township said Yurimova called them on the night of April 16th, claiming a man grabbed her in the parking lot of the Redners off Lincoln Highway and attempted to pull her pants down while he carried and pulled her back toward his truck. Yurimova said she was able to break free and that he drove away. Police used a license plate reader system that spotted a similar truck nearby. They tracked it to Pearson, and he was held at the Bucks County Correctional Facility on $1 million bail. A new complaint now states Daniel Pearson was charged with multiple felony offenses and remained incarcerated for a total of 31 days before Yurimova admitted to her lies. The complaint states that shortly after his arrest, officials received information from Pearson's family that warranted further investigation. So detectives reviewed surveillance video and found at no point in the video did Pearson's truck travel through any part of the path Yurimova claimed the vehicle took. Yurimova was called to the DA's office.
I'm sorry, that triggered me only because you hear so many women say these days, oh, he's just creepy. He's just creepy. Look what that fucking kind of verbiage can get a man into. After the investigation was done, they concluded that his truck didn't even drive in the vicinity she was in at the time she was there. People ask all the time, well, why would she do it? Why would she just accuse a man? Why would she do that? Because he was creepy.
How come broke dudes never get all these lawsuits? How come it's always dudes that are somehow at the peak of their career and then everyone comes out of nowhere? I just find that really interesting.
There's this guy.
I want to know that too.
One, and she's like texting him about the BDSM stuff or whatever
the kids are into.
And she set him up.
Oh, well, there you go.
And so then, like, after they did it, she texts him. I don't want to laugh because it's actually pretty bad, but she basically cooked his career by falsely accusing him. But because she's civilly suing him for millions of dollars right after he got like a $50 million contract.
And I'm sure she's not in this for the money. She wants justice, right?
So they're talking about Shannon Sharpe, obviously. And yeah, this is crazy too. I mean, she just coincidentally got raped by a man everybody knows, okay? Coincidentally just gets a deal for $50 million, you know, I think, or maybe more than that, with all the endorsement deals after it adds up and stuff like that. And then she didn't take him to criminal court. She wanted to take him to civil court where she can get that money. Okay? Now, I was looking at this case. I didn't follow it in detail, but one thing I did hear, and I was just like, this is so crazy to know that people can go out there and do this kind of stuff. They were actually saying that the reason Shannon Sharpe actually settled out of court and didn't take it to trial, because for whatever the amount that he paid her and her lawyer, he would have actually paid millions more. So it was just a matter of actually, you know, what was going to be cost efficient. And that fucking sucks. That a woman that has no talent, has no type of education, has no type of, you know, benefit, just has no type of skill, and can come up on $50 million because of an accusation, something that never happened.
Hey, that man over there held me down and took it from me. I told him no, but he just took my shit. Now it's time for me to tell them my side of the story. Hey, this bitch lying, because I wasn't even guilty, 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 guilty. Somebody can lock this bitch up. Guilty! Look how ugly he is. He had to do that shit. Oh my God, thank y'all so much. Bro, wait a minute. Hold up. Don't y'all want to hear my side of the story? Not at all. Did you not see that bitch cry? This woman just cried. What, you got something better than that? Bro, I just got a different set of events that I recall happening that don't line up with her. Well, you better go rethink this shit, because it just can't be right at all. There's no fucking way possible. I haven't y'all locked him up yet. Don't worry, we will. Oh, wait, man, what the fuck you doing?
All right, so this touches on something that we haven't even talked about today, and that is the white knights, bro. The white knights will come and they will defend a woman at all costs. Don't know anything about anything that's going on. And it's seen in so many different occasions, so many different instances. I've seen where women just wail on a man, like straight wail on him. And then the moment a man raises up to defend himself or to raise his hand, man jump in and try to attack the man. This is boy. You know what? It is, you know, in this case, in this situation, we're essentially living in a society that is ran by women and for women. And men, I don't want to say this is like real prevalent and is happening everywhere. I'm not saying that, but it is a clear and present danger as far as men are concerned. And we have to move accordingly in this day and age. And I mean, if you feel like this could potentially happen to you, and I know a lot of men do, that's another reason men are actually just leaving the country. And I know women don't want to believe it, and they don't want to believe that's the case. But there are various different reasons why men leave the country, and it's almost like a tally. We tally it up, and we say, well, there's beautiful women over there. We say, well, you know, we know that they could potentially treat us better. We go, well, you know what? We don't have to worry about them, you know, not, you know, on a mass level like here in the States, like disrespecting and not appreciating men. Well, the cost of living is cheaper there. And we add and we tally all the good and all the bad up, because there are bad too. And we tally them up, and then we weigh it toward the situation that we're in now, and we getting the fuck out of here. That's really what's happening.
Hey. Hey. I was super drunk last night, and, I don't really remember, but I think we had sex last night. Excuse me? And, since I don't remember, I'm just gonna go ahead and say you raped me, so. What? If you're a woman, and you have sex with a man, and you don't remember giving verbal consent because you were too drunk, you were... Lady, I don't even know you. Officer! Officer?
Wow.
Hands in the air. Fucking I don't even know her! It doesn't matter. You're a man, so you're by default. You sick fuck. I have a daughter. Put your goddamn hands behind your back.
4 years later.
Hey, you're free to go. She confessed. Turns out she lied. No shit. Hey, just because women lie about ruin people's lives does not mean that it's not actually happening to someone else. What happens? Yeah, I know. It happens. So, what happens to her for lying? Nothing. Nothing. Like, at all? I lost my job, internships, friendships. I lost 4 years of my life in jail over a false accusation. Then I guess you've learned a valuable lesson. Don't rape. I didn't anyone! Well then good for you. Believe all women. Believe all women. Even when they lie, believe all women.
This is so sad. This is supposed to light the mood. It's supposed to actually be, comedical. But the truth is that there's nothing funny about this. And the only reason we put it out in this particular form, this particular matter, because you have to figure out some kind of way to actually smile in this whole mess. It's so horrible. It's funny. And it's funny because it's just horrible. If that makes any sense to you, it's just like, it's like smiles and cries. Like you have to laugh to prevent yourself from crying.
In a sexual abuse case, there is a presumption of guilt. But does the alleged victim have any reason to fabricate? Is there some external gain by going forward on really terrible allegations? Housing is a really big one that can motivate somebody to go forward on this type of charge. The Violence Against Women Act allows survivors of domestic violence, dating violence, sexual assault, or stalking to request an emergency transfer in covered housing programs. I live in New York. Housing is very difficult. It's very expensive. Maybe there's like mold and the hot water barely works and you want to get into a new housing unit. This is a really fast way to do it. And I think it is really important to bring that out and explain that if it seems to fit in your case.
Could that be what's going on, you guys? And I'm not saying for all women, because I'm sure there's all different kind of reasons why this happens. But could that be one of the reasons this is happening? Is because we all know right now the housing market is shit. I mean, it's just as bad as the dating market, if not worse. So let's say a woman actually accuses a man of DV, okay? She's in a place like New York or LA or somewhere like that. Now, because she's on record that she actually has experienced this, now she gets access to free housing? Can we do like a study to figure out if there's some type of correlation towards this? Because we have causation, but I want to know if there's some type of correlation towards this. If anybody can do a study on this, this would be great just to see how it adds up. Yo, man, I apologize for the F-bombs and the frustration, but you have to understand that, this hits all men. All men, like I said, we have experienced this or we've actually seen this, close to a friend, a relative. We have heard it here within our circle. It's happening more than a lot of women would like to believe. And that's why I'm passionate about this. That's why I think it should be researched a lot more, and these laws need to get changed, man. They really do. But with that being said, all the people out there that rock with your boy, all the people that don't and just hate watch, hey, I appreciate y'all too. Again, make sure that you guys please subscribe and also hit that notification bell. It really genuinely helps your boy out. I'd really appreciate it. Like I said, we're trying to grow the channel more and more. So if you enjoyed this content, you want more like this, I would love to do this on just a daily basis and just pump these videos out for you more and more, rather than just doing other stuff that I have to make ends meet. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. I salute you guys, and I will holler at you later. Peace! You've made it to the end of this video, which basically means that we're best friends now. And best friends subscribe to best friends channels. And they like their videos too. So, I mean, I don't make the rules. It is what it is. You got to take that up under the Best Friend Act, code -7223-002. Write a subscription and subscribe.